Sniper's overpowered. Well, more like the sniper rifle is overpowered. But by association, Sniper himself is overpowered. Sniper is pretty much fine in every aspect except for his primary. Both his secondary and melee stock options are good without being overbearing, and the same goes for their side grades, pretty much all of which are somewhat balanced barring a few exceptions. However, the same cannot be said about his primaries, all of which are too good, none are balanced. Even the quote-unquote bad ones are too good, they're just worse than the other better options available to you. The sniper's primary weapon is, well, the sniper rifle. I mean, what else did you think it was going to be? It comes in many flavors, pretty much all of which are broken. Barring stock, there's 6 side grades, and if you add stock, it makes 7. Some of which are way better than others, but all contain the essence of stock, making them unbalanced. Stock deals a base damage of 50 on an uncharged body shot. It also has 0 damage falloff, so at any range you're guaranteed to deal at least 50 damage. So already, its damage is pretty decent, and in this regard I don't think this needs to really be changed. But now we get to the overpowered part, the headshot. The main mechanic of when you think of the concept of a sniper is the part that makes him OP. At any distance, the sniper can deal a minimum of 150 damage on headshot. From anywhere on the map, as long as you are within the sniper's field of vision, he can kill 4 out of 9 classes instantly. That alone is kinda bullshit. Just because you happen to exist within the sniper's cone of vision, you somehow deserve to die. But it still somehow gets even better. The sniper rifle has the ability to charge up an even more powerful shot by staying scoped in. The damage increases over time, starting at the base of 50 if it was a body shot, or 150 via headshot, increasing up to a maximum damage of either 150 or 450 respectively. That's a lot of damage. A fully charged headshot, which by the way only needs 3.3 seconds to fully charge, deals enough damage to kill a fully overhealed heavy in one shot. So, if any class is within the sniper's field of view for less than 5 seconds, he can instantly kill them. That is broken no matter what game you play. The ability to look at someone for a very brief amount of time and be able to kill them in one shot is incredibly broken. This isn't just a problem with the stock sniper rifle, however. Every other sniper rifle, barring one, has the ability to headshot people. The Sydney Sleeper, added in 2010, is a strange sniper rifle variant as it is the only one that doesn't have the ability to headshot. Instead of dealing critical hits on headshot, you deal mini crits instead, making its max damage 203 on headshot instead of the normal 450, so its damage potential is very lacking in comparison. It makes up for in damage with lots of small bonus stats that make it fall into more of a supportive role. The major stat here is that on every scoped hit, it applies Girardi to the target for 2 to 5 seconds based on how long the weapon was charged. Girardi, by the way, makes everyone take mini crits when dealt damage, which are 1.3 times the damage compared to critical hits, which is 3 times. It also reduces the recharge time of Girardi by 1 second and has the ability to extinguish teammates. And lastly, its final upside is that it has a plus 25% faster charge speed, which brings that down to 2.8 seconds from 3.3. All of these upsides only come with 2 downsides, which honestly don't really matter that much. The first is the obvious no critical hit damage on headshots, which is a necessary stat to balance the weapon, and is a pretty good trade-off for what you gain in team support. The other stat is, well, no random critical hits. It's a useless stat, and why do I say it's useless? Because it's literally impossible for them to random crit anyways, so adding it to the weapon as a stat does nothing. You don't hear many people talking about the other options, because in comparison, stock is the better choice most of the time, but since most all still carry this central mechanic, they are still broken. The only one people ever really talk about in the sniper's primary arsenal, aside from stock itself, is the Huntsman, because it's completely different from the rest. The Huntsman, added in 2009, and the first added sniper primary, adds a unique playstyle to sniper by allowing him to be more mobile. This weapon changes the sniper fundamentally by making him play more aggressive, by changing his effective range from medium to long range to short to medium range, by making him a frontline pick class. You move faster while charging the bow by a decent percentage. The weapon can be fired from jumping or falling, and has a 330% faster charge speed, needing only a 1 second charge time for maximum damage. The downsides being you now shoot projectiles instead of hit scan, and you have decreased ammo by 48%. So all in all, not really any downsides, since the Huntsman is one of the fastest projectiles in the game, and has the nickname of Luxman, since it gets a headshot every other hit because of the way Tf2 calculates its damage and hitboxes. This weapon has its own problems that make it overpowered, such as its insane charge speed and lack of screen altering while charging, allowing you to see way more of your screen than usual. But I digress. Today's target is stock, so let's get back to it. I think at maximum, the sniper's quickscope damage should be 125, because another sniper or scout, engineer, or spy going down instantly isn't that big of a deal. They're light classes for a reason. Nerfing his quickscope damage I don't think would be enough. We need to increase the time it takes to do maximum damage, because while 3.3 seconds is a long time in terms of TF2, or any first-person shooter for that matter, it doesn't really matter for Sniper. Sniper, 99% of the time, is far away from the front lines of combat, meaning no one is shooting at him except for other snipers and the occasional spy, but that doesn't matter, since he can one-shot both classes anyway. Small time gaps like this doesn't really matter to Sniper, so increasing it a bit to nerf his overall damage shouldn't hurt his viability too much. I'm thinking somewhere around 5 seconds should be good. This increase combined with the damage nerf to quickscoping will allow the tankier classes a better opportunity to either dodge or avoid the sniper entirely. To go along with this, I think a nerf to the time to be able to shoot and deal damage would fit along nicely. As it currently is, it only takes 0.2 seconds. That's less time than it takes to blink. I think increasing this to 0.5 seconds would make it easier to react to snipers. The last nerf that I would give is a nerf to overall ammo. As it stands, the sniper rifle is 25 ammo in total, and that goes for every sniper rifle except for the Huntsman. He has so much ammo, he never has to move positions even if he's compromised. He can keep his angle for minutes at a time with no real worry of running out of ammo or being flanked depending on his location. Lowering his overall amount would force him to be more mobile and have to expose himself to danger more often. This also has the added benefit of making him more into a support class than a damage dealing pick class, since we'd be lowering his overall amount of damage by nerfing his ammo. Cutting his ammo in half I feel would be a good place to start, somewhere from 25 to 12 to 14 overall. If this is too harsh, we can always increase it again later. Of course, I'm talking about this as if the game still got steady, regular updates, which I hope will return in the future. As it is now, the sniper rifle is, in my opinion, both the most overpowered and game-changing weapon in TF2. No other weapon can one-shot any class at any time, no matter if they were fully overhealed or not. No other weapon has the pure area denial that the sniper rifle possesses. Even the engineer, whose whole thing is area denial, isn't as powerful as sniper when it comes to this aspect. A good sniper can make choke points and areas almost impossible to push through. These changes are made in hopes that this will make the weapon less oppressive and more in line with the support class sniper was meant to be.